Hey, what's going on, guys? So, I don't really do things like this, but I really wanted to give this movie a second chance. I'm talking about Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. So, the Ultimate Edition consists of 30 additional minutes of unseen footage that we didn't get in theaters, along with an R rating for the movie. Now, this is only the digital HD version that I'm talking about. I haven't gotten the physical copy yet. That doesn't come out for another like 3 weeks. So, the way I'm going to do this is by first talking about what the extra 30 minutes consist of. Then I'll talk about how the R rating impacts the actual movie, and then I'll talk about how I feel about this version compared to the theatrical release of the movie. So first off, the 30 extra minutes actually make the movie feel a lot more organized. The movie doesn't feel as much all over the place like it did in the theater. So the first part of the first 30 minutes, we get a look at Jimmy Olsen. He actually introduces himself as, "Hi, I'm Jimmy," that kind of thing, before he's killed off. So that was something that I really wanted to see, because he was just there in the theatrical release, and he just got killed off. He never said his name was Jimmy Olsen, and they never called him by that. The next scene is where Clark is cooking eggs in his house, and he sees this interview on TV with this African lady by the name of Kahina Ziri, and she's pretty much this like a lady from Africa, and she's just like bashing Superman, saying how, oh, he's too powerful and he answers to no one, not even God. We later find out that she's an actor for Lex Luthor, and she was pretty much just hired to just like bash on Superman and make him look bad towards the public. Now the next is the Bat Brand scene, which is where we see that Batman brand, get moved to a prison from Gotham to a prison in Metropolis, where he's brutally just like murdered with a shank. We later see Clark talking to the family of the guy that was bat branded, and how he's just like talking to him, and his prisoner's family is super emotional, and they say, oh, he didn't deserve this, and this is what sparks Clark to go after the Batman, to stop him from doing these things. So other scenes include some more heroic acts by Superman, like after the Senate bombing. We see him bring some injured people from the Senate building to the paramedics. I'm not sure why that scene was removed. There was only like an extra like 2 to 3 minutes more. I'm not sure why they took that out. It would have made more sense to have that into the movie anyways. And next is with Jenna Malone. She's actually a scientist that helps Lois with the Superman framing in Africa, which was done by Lex. And Jenna Malone pretty much does some research on the bullet and find out there's like some type of Sscope metal inside that bullet from Africa. So that clears up that whole confusion when Lois goes to see the colonel or major or whatever his rank was, and she's showing him the bullet. Because in the movie I was kind of confused. I was like, okay, like, did she do this research? Who did that research? So this clarifies that. Apart from these, there are some small scenes here and there, and like at the very end of the movie, there's a priest that's giving a speech at Superman's funeral, which was actually cut from the theatrical release. And then we also get a shot of the Daily Planet on the day of Superman's death, where it's totally just empty. Everybody just took a day off. The last scene, which I think is personally like the coolest scene, is in the end where Batman goes to talk to Lex Luthor in the prison, and he makes this reference to Arkham Asylum when he says, "I arranged for you to get a transfer to Arkham Asylum in Gotham. I still have friends there. They're expecting you." And I think that was super cool. As for the R-rated stuff, there isn't a whole lot of R-rated things apart from maybe one scene where the Bat-branded prisoner is being brutally murdered in the prison, which was actually kind of dark. I didn't expect that to be in a Batman movie or a Batman Superman movie. Apart from that, there are some slightly more brutal scenes when Batman fights those guards trying to save Superman's mom. But apart from that, I don't see why this movie even got an R rating for the Ultimate Edition. I think PG-13 rating is plenty. A hard PG-13 rating, that's plenty. You don't need an R rating. Like I said, they just threw it on there for marketing reasons or whatever. But in the end, guys, Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition makes the movie slightly better than the original theatrical release. But I wouldn't say it makes it better enough to the point where majority of the people will agree that it is a good movie. They'll say it's an average movie still. Personally, for me, I would say the movie is dead center above average. That's for me, that's right where it is with all of this additional content. I will say, however, that the DVD, the Blu-ray is definitely worth buying for this movie, because there's so much content in the Ultimate Edition physical copy that just hints towards a Justice League movie. You know, they have a lot of concept art for all these characters, and they have these additional scenes. They have that really badass Batman and Superman statue. So I definitely think that it's a good buy. If I were to buy it, I would only buy it for Batman. You know, Batman was like one of my favorite parts in the entire movie. But that's all I've got for you guys. Just a quick review, the Batman v Superman Ultimate Edition, how it compares to the theatrical release that we got. If you enjoyed the video, then smack the like button, as always appreciated. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button to see more content like this. See you guys next time.